So I was working with a client and this came up where they had a sheet. It was leads and contacts and they were working on their pipeline. And I went through a really cool data design. So the problem was, hey, this sheet one looks like a mess. It looks like a lot of stuff to do. It's not really that much stuff to do. And also we can gain a lot of information from the data in this sheet if our sales reps were actually filling this out. What can we do to make it easier for them to actually fill it out? And so it doesn't look so technical. It doesn't look like they have to enter numbers much. And also, how do we review the sheet? Can we make this into a dashboard? And that's what I hear a lot of is, can I make this into a dashboard? Can I take the data, turn it into a dashboard? But really, what we could do is take the data and turn it into visuals. And I'm going to show you a few steps that I showed. I thought it was really creative and really cool, kind of dealing with this thing instead of just taking the data and moving it somewhere else. I want to turn this data into a story. So what they had and what was unique was they wanted to sum up all of the things that were happening, and they could have said yes or no. So here's the pipeline. They have a value of the pipeline that they're going to pitch the customer on something. They're going to schedule a calendar, some event. They're going to confirm, hey, are you going to come to this call? They're going to show up. And then at some point during the call or after the call, they're going to close. So these are the main 4 steps they want to say. How many people are we getting through this? Which of our sales reps are actually doing this? And can we give our sales reps a nice, viewable thing into their own pipeline? But also, can we share this with our leadership and say, here, help the people who are needing help? And so when we first look at this, I see something very clear is the zeros and the ones all are fading into each other. And yes, the idea could be change this to a dropdown. Totally possible, but I have some issues here. And the issue is, let's just change this to yes or no, and let's copy and paste this all the way down. And let's put some no's. This is exactly the same problem. We end up in the exact same spot we were before, where it just all looks the same. We can't visually tell a yes or a no. And yes, of course, we can go in here and we can say yes is green, no is red, done, apply to all, yes. And okay, we have color. But again, it all looks the same. Even if we can see the color, it just looks like a mess. There's a few things we want to do with this data. And also we want to be able to keep this sum up here. And that was one clear thing that I wanted to accomplish is, how do I show visually something and keep this sum? Of course, we could change this. If this is a yes, yes, no, we could change this to equals count if range is E:E, criteria, yes. And totally possible. Okay. So that's not really the issue, is just changing this to a yes or no, changing this to count if. You want it to be visually easy and also easy to fill out. Okay, if I have to fill out this 1 or change this 0 to a 1, I double click in here, change it to the 0 to a 1, hit enter, cool, done. If I want to change the yes to a no, I click it, click no, and done. I can make it twice as simple. I can make this so much more faster for you. And I'm going to show you how, and I'm going to show you how I solved this client's problem and how it turned into something way cooler than I ever imagined. So E3 to H3 and down, we want to change all of these. So there's data here. There's a 0 or a 1. And honestly, I think there's actually a third thing, but we don't care about it, which is no information. In this particular case, this person did not need to have nothing filled out and then either a yes or a no. So that also clued me into the fact that like a yes or no is not going to work here. A yes or blank might work. Not yes or no, but 1 or 0 worked here. It was binary. This is happening or not, and if it's not, we're working on it. So what we'll do is here's one of the first parts of the solution, and there are many steps in this because I'm really excited about this. So take this E3 to H3, and actually, if you don't want to do it all at once, you don't have to. We're going to insert a checkbox. We're going to make sure that that was correct. This is, I think, up to here. If you look over here in the value, a checkbox is basically just a visual representation of either true or false. However, we want zeros or ones. So what we're going to do is right-click. We're going to go to View More Cell Actions. We're going to go to Data Validation. We're going to click here in this Data Validation Rules, which we already have. It already started our Data Validation Rules, which are a checkbox. Click there. Use Custom Cell Values. And now checked is 1, unchecked is 0. Done. Now you look in here in the where the formula is, it's a visual representation of 1 or 0, and we do not have to change this sum. So this formula up here stays the same. Okay, I'm going to copy and paste this all the way down, but I want to remain the data. I want the data to remain. Right-click, paste special, data validation only. Now, I have not changed the data. However, there is a huge visual difference between a checked box and an unchecked box. It is like full or not full. It is not one color or another color. It is color, or not even color. It's black and white. It's full or not full. This is more visual than even yes or no and a color. This is really cool. I think it's really cool, but we are not done. I'm going to show you an even better thing. Okay. So in talking with this client, we figured out that basically the thing we want to work on is not the ones that are working. So if a salesperson works this lead, gets them a calendar, gets them confirmed, gets them to show up, and gets a close, that's great. We don't have to work on that. We care less about that than the ones that are not working. Okay, why didn't we get this calendar? Why didn't we get this confirmation? Why didn't we get them to show up? Why didn't they close? And it's in actuality, the ones that we are like, even in the word yes, if it's yes or no, yes is bigger, no is smaller. But really, it's the opposite we want. We care more about what's missing than what we have done. And yes, we have these numbers up here and we care. Yes, we care. We care close rate, show rate, confirm rate, calendar rate. And we can get those pieces of data up here. We can say, okay, how much percentage went from calendar to confirm? We do this divided by this, make a percentage here. And then we copy and paste this all over. And so we see, okay, 67% of everyone we've shown to closes. We can also do a different number here, basically say it's how many closes out of calendars. And we could do this forever, right? We can do all cool pieces of information. That's 18% of everyone who got on a calendar has gotten to a close. And we can the other way. I wanted to put $signs in front of the E3. There we go. And now I can copy paste. And we see, okay, yeah, 45% of the calendars have confirmed, 27% of the calendars have shown, 18% of everyone who we book a calendar with has closed. Great little snapshots, right? Wow. But what we want to see is the thing we haven't done. This is showing us what we have done. I know this is a lot of talk. I want to show some actions. First off, let's make this nice by centering it vertically and horizontally. And now we add a little bit of magic. Go up to format, go up to conditional formatting, format rules. We want to say is equal to 1. We're not going to highlight it. In fact, we are going to do the opposite. We're going to lowlight it. Let's say we're going to change the fill color to none. We're going to change the text color to the lowest one that we can actually see. So this light gray 3 might be too tiny. We're going to go to light gray 1. Great. Click done. And look at that. We now see what we need to work on. So it's still possible to see, and it'll turn automatically if we click on a checkbox. It checks it off, but it's highlighting. And we can also highlight the boxes in another way with some color a bit. Let's do conditional formatting, add a new rule. When it is equal to 0, we don't want none, or we don't want a background. And our color, let's say it is a dark red. Let's make it slightly low. Yeah. Done. X. There. So if we uncheck it, it's red. And yeah, here we get a little burst of color, something to see. I'm going to minimize these text up here down to 8. That's good. I want to view. I also want to unview the grid lines and just put some grid lines here. Let's do light shade of gray. There. Cool. So what started as a wall of data, of numbers, is now a visual pipeline. We can see clearly, okay, we have confirmed. Okay, we are cutting through. We are only seeing what we have to work on. That's really cool, right? A couple of other things, 2 other things I would say, is I want to get rid of zeros. A lot of clutter is from data that we have to ignore, we should be ignoring. We can do this with conditional formatting as well. D-column, format, conditional formatting. If is equal to 0, we do not want the background, and we want the text to be just gray. Grayed out. So there is a number there. That might be a little too light. Maybe just a little bit. Okay. See, our value is 0. And now we're working on when we have value, you can see it's full. Great. Our revenue as well could be automatic. It could say equals if this checkbox is equal to 1. Value, if true, is going to be the value here in D column. If it's false, I'm going to say nothing. And there, our I column is automatic. So the moment we close, we're like, oh yeah, we got them to show up. We got them to close. Boom, we got revenue. We don't have to do anything there. And it is missing. And so there's this pull. Okay, we have not $0 of revenue. We have no revenue. And again, I want to stress that there is sort of 3 pieces of information. There is some number, there's a number 0, and there's nothing. And so here on this revenue side, we are really like, we need to fill this in, right? Okay, we filled in our value. We've got them to on a calendar. We've got them to confirm or not. We got them to show or not. And we are closing or not. And visually, this, I think, is a really cool way to visualize a pipeline of data and design data in the sheet without having to create a dashboard to show this information visually. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed this fun video. You're watching Better Sheets here on YouTube. You have 2 options here for your next video. Before you go, comment down below if you have any question whatsoever, and I'll make future videos from those questions. But for right here, right now, one of these videos could be your next Google Sheet.